is the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. And, guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Anderson Varejao?
Well, what I like about him is that even when he has the ball in the post, he sees the whole court. He's aware of his teammates. He knows where the defense is, and he's constantly trying to get a teammate the best possible shot.
And we can't forget to mention his rebounding now. When you watch him, just keep an eye on the way he battles in the paint when the shot goes up.
Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys. And it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning, unbothered by being on the road.
And, you know, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up.
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. DeRozan on the wing. Tries from 16, and he gets it to go.
And those distractions are circulating for you to be effective.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Raptors knocking down the tray. That's good.
Great shot. I mean, so difficult to get your shot on line. Start they were hoping for, going 1 for 4 early.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach David Black, and he said a big factor in this game will be how well they're able to handle Kyle Lowry. He admitted being a fan of his game, saying he's a tough athletic guard who really competes. Defense, rebounding, attack the paint, he'll take it to you. We've got to be ready to match his motor and his aggressiveness. Kevin, are they up to it?
Thanks, Doris. Now here's DeRozan, following the miss by Anderson Varejao. Johnson, the pass to Lowry. 6 to shoot. Leads him in there.
It makes it so easy for your team.
You know, the Toronto Raptors found themselves in an interesting position last season. A new front office. They were looking to hit the reset button, and so they trade away Rudy Gay and Andrea Bargnani. The team actually played better than ever. I like the offensive awareness to
kind of backed off him, and he took advantage.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. Love with the bucket.
That's exactly what you want coming off a steal. Get into transition, find an easy basket.
Yes, sir. The ideal fast break opportunity there.
Now here's Ross. He had 15 points last outing. Back to Lowry. Shoots the 3. Raptors get it back. Ross kicks to Valanciunas. Lowry. Right side Lowry. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is up and in. Back in for Jonas Valanciunas. Irving against Lowry. And it's sent back by Irving. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And the dunk by Love. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Boy, you have to admire their intent.
Pass to LeBron. All alone. Good, he hits the jump shot. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Here's Lowry. The putback. And Hansbrough slams it in. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You take a look at the Cavaliers. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And checking out Toronto, 10 games behind.
Well, right now for the Raptors, they've been off to a slow start this season, quite honestly. An elite team, but they've yet to show that on the court.
Well, that's absolutely right, Clark. Too early to panic. But there have to be some alarm bells going off. This team is just too talented, too gifted to find themselves battling just to make the playoffs.
And here's Lowry, following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. Johnson sends the screen for Ross. Johnson outflews off the pick and hammers it home.
You know, he may lack grace, but his length makes up for it.
Kicks to Jones. He dishes it to Dellavedova. Passes it to Marion. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Cavaliers lead by 6. And here's Haywood. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big bonus for them to end the quarter as he beats the buzzer.
Talk about maximizing every last possession you've got. Right there, it was done.
And the first quarter comes to a close. Defense winning out so far. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 6. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. It's been a while since the Raptors were legitimately viewed as a threat in the East, but last year they were one of the top teams.
Yeah, and that was in a year, Kevin, where everybody assumed one of the New York teams would win the Atlantic. The Raptors were able to secure that division, and they're going to be a team to be reckoned with going forward.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Lewis Williams out there with Vasquez, and it's Fields in at the 3. They break it out 5-on-3. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Yes, Kevin, Tristan Thompson switched his shooting hand before last season. He entered the league as a lefty, but transitioned to shooting righty. His thinking? At the end of the day, I want to be the best player I can. If that takes an adjustment in my jump shot or anything else, why not make that switch? He's shown he's willing to put in the work, gentlemen.
He certainly is. Thanks, Doris.
Well, we know how talented he is. It's just a question of how good can he become if he continues.
Guarded now by Irving. Back to DeRozan. Outside for Lowry. Clock is at 3. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And LeBron throws it down.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks.
Lowry's got his 4th assist in this one. LeBron with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Took him no time at all on that one. 10 points for LeBron.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Lowry kicks to Ross. Outside DeRozan. Outside for Lowry. Again, Toronto. Poke loose. Here's Ross. Buries it down low. Sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, guys, head coach Dwayne Casey has overseen a surprising turnaround in Toronto. Their record has improved in all 3 seasons under his tenure. DeMar DeRozan said, "Since I've been here, he preaches the same thing. He told us to stick with it, and it worked. Everything came together like he said it would." Gentlemen.
Pound the rock. The team motto. They put in the work and stayed consistent. Thanks, Doris. Kicks it to Ross. Back to Lowry. The dish to Ross. Shot clock at 5. The Raptors need to get a shot off. That is his first foul of the game. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Jones has checked in. Johnson gets the bucket.
Boy, they are having their way in the paint right now. So many looks right at the rim.
Defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get the ball in close time after time, Steve. Looky here, looky here. How about that one? That play. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook for future reference.
Perfectly done. He put it on a platter for him.
He sure did. And how about the touch on the finish, too? That was really nicely done.
James in the post. He's guarded by Johnson. Irving misses. Raptors trail by 14. Rosen dishes to Lowry. Goes up on the wing. Brendan Haywood with the rebound.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Jones. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer beater.
How about that one? A perfect finish to the half for them to tack another 3 points onto their lead.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Cavaliers lead by 16. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with it.
The two-star, LeBron and Love at the 3 and the 4. Kyrie Irving is out there with J.R. Smith, and it's Verjao in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Kyle Lowry, an inside-outside scoring threat. He's become a deadly three.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And one of the trademarks of the many best point guards in the league, their ability to score in addition to distribute. So here now a look at the top scoring point guards this season. Kyrie Irving, number 1.
And being at the top of that list, he's obviously been able to take it upon himself to give them an offensive jolt whenever they've needed one.
And to me, Steve, that's a tremendous asset, almost a necessary requirement for your point guard. I mean, you want a guy that can orchestrate and be a maestro for his teammates first and foremost, but it's a huge bonus when he can put it in the basket himself.
And with Ross and his big point explosion, Clark, the opportunity was there for him. It was after the Rudy Gay trade, and DeRozan was out at the time.
Yeah, and it showed just why Toronto is so high on Terrence Ross. I mean, he still needs...
Cavaliers taking it the other way. And LeBron throws it down hard. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year. About 20 years since the Raptors and Grizzlies came into existence, and now you're seeing some of the Canadian players become part of the NBA as pros.
Raptors trail by 20. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. He dishes it to Ross. Lots of room. It's hauled in by LeBron. LeBron's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Yeah, the list of Canadian NBA players is
rebound with that last one here tonight.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
No coverage, that's it. And it's 8 points for Sean Marion.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open look.
And now the fast break, Irving with the ball. Love. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Now we've seen them make that extra effort.
Terrence Ross is subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Vasquez. Vasquez has got assist number 4.
Shot isn't there. They're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Williams up on top, covered by Miller. Patterson out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. And let's see the leading three-point teams in the NBA. The Cavaliers, number 1.
Now the three-point shot has become probably the most important weapon in their arsenal. And look at the numbers. I mean, that's amazing.
Here's LeBron. He's got 19. He passes to Miller. Throws it up high. And out of bounds as Toronto gets.
It was Jurassic Mania, thanks to the hit movie at that time. That influenced the fan vote when it came to the team's name, but I think the Torontosaurus theme may soon go extinct.
Raptors trail by 11. And stolen by LeBron. Here's Miller. Lays it in off the breakaway.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And, that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. And the Raptors making a change here. DeRozan with it. Now Smith defending. And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. Johnson with a screen on Irving. Lowry passes to Ross. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Now, here is Haywood. 1 second left. Buried it just in the nick of time.
He sure did. Right on cue. Man, was that major drama. He loves those situations, though.
Boy, that was big time. Knew exactly how much time he had left, squared up, and let it fly.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cleveland ahead, up by 15. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Raptors trail by 15, setting the floor for the Raptors. Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. James Johnson is out there with Terrence Ross, and it's Hayes in at the center. Here's Lowry, lays it up and banks it in. Lowry's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Raptors. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Thompson up top, he's guarded by Johnson. Thompson outside. Haywood with a screen on Johnson. 5 to shoot. Jones drives in. Ross grabs the board. Ross has got rebound number 19. And it's Johnson penetrating.
Hammer time! Hammer time! Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
Here's Haywood. Here's Thompson. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Haywood kicks to Irving. Once LeBron dishes to Irving. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Johnson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. That is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
Well, something special about him, guys, is just how good he is at winning the so-called second shot game, going hard to the offensive glass, salvaging points with his putbacks.
And you know what? He is also relentless on the boards. He works as hard on his rebound as anybody you're going to see.
6 to shoot. Down low. And it is flushed down with a nice jam. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity. Clark with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. His message, don't even look at the score right now. We've got to make one play at a time and execute. That's how we'll take this thing home. Kevin, he's trying to keep him focused.
All right, Doris, thanks. Right side Lowry. And it's sent back by Irving.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Digit lead. Well, Cleveland shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Here's Smith, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Punches it down. Pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish to Lowry. Buries the triple. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
It's game time now, Kevin. Down 1. They've got enough time to make a couple of passes here to find the open man. They've got to bury the shot to win the game.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan player of the game, Kyle Lowry.